the heart and soul behind every business. Stories. Welcome to Business Story of the Week, hosted by me, Joshua Laurie. From setbacks to comebacks, from tragedies to triumphs, we inspire entrepreneurs through conversations that matter. Witness the magic that turns dreams into reality. Whether it's your career, business, or life, your success is always one story away. This is Business Story of the Week.
This is Christina Murphy, and welcome to Business Story of the Week.
That is Christina, our guest for today, looking lovely as ever. And of course, I am Joshua, your host. And today's question is, how can a tiny tick bite lead to giant leaps in personal transformation? Well, I feel like Christina has a very interesting story behind that. And of course, how she has led a lot of similar people, it's going through similar health challenges as well. Of course, Christina Murphy is a retired head gardener from a museum who, after healing from Lyme disease, became an author, certified health coach, and minister, and is now the VP at the LEAF, Lyme Education Awareness Foundation, the LEAF program. She is currently running the Frederick branch of LEAF called LEAF of Frederick. And of course, once again, Christina is a Lyme survivor, 3 times certified health coach, and her ministry is to educate people so they are healthy, happy, and safe. Christina, thank you for joining on the show today. How are you doing?
I am doing really well. I've had my first cup of coffee, so I'm ready to go.
Fantastic. Well, again, it's early in the morning for you, I understand. So thank you for coming on to the show. Christina,
Mhm.
I want to start right away with the journey, the health journey, so to speak. What was the young Christina like? Would you say the young Christina was always health centric? Was she always health conscious? What would the young Christina say to the Christina of today?
The young Christina would say, "We have things to do, so much
Mhm,
information in the world.
mhm,
Let's go." I was always looking into history and the world of foods and plants and how they affected humans. I was full of curiosity, just go, 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 always looking forward. So that kind of dead stopped when I got Lyme disease. And I just wanted to let myself from now
mhm.
roll that over. Even though I take a slower approach, I still have that curiosity about what is good for us,
Right.
what can we do for us, and who's important to our future. And I think my young self would say, go for it.
Wow. Those are
Mhm.
very, very profound lessons, profound realizations, of course. And I feel like the way that you talked about your young self and what she would say to you hasn't changed whether or not she caught Lyme disease or not. It's almost like the profound is like, go for it. Just say it. Just go do it. Go for it because there's a lot of things to uncover in the world. But Christina, I understand that now you're helping others uncover Lyme disease. And of course, because you have experienced yourself. First off, talk to us a little bit about that experience and educate us a little bit more, of course, our audience and listeners. What is Lyme disease? Where does it come from? And what was the experience like for you?
The To understand the story of Lyme, you have to first understand the story of how ticks, mosquitoes, and other
Hmm.
vector-borne
Hmm. Hmm.
insects or other, you know, biting insects
Right, right.
work in the world. It's
Hmm.
the in the food chain. Ticks are food for different animals like
Right.
possums, guinea hens, chickens. Also, they get their nourishment is by having blood meals
Oh
from
my.
different animals and people, and they're natural born hunters.
Right.
There's many different species of ticks. We focus on 8 different species that we know for a fact that carry diseases, and we try to educate that. It's a lot of environmental knowledge that you have to learn in order to learn about Lyme disease.
Interesting.
Lyme disease is a bacteria. Forgive us about the dog. I could.
It's all right.
He sticks with me all the time. Lyme disease is a bacterial infection that is present in ticks, mosquitoes, and other vector-borne
Hmm.
insects.
Hmm.
And we also focus on the other diseases because there are other diseases as well as Lyme can be gotten from insects. One moment, please.
Okay, it's all right. We can edit that part out. It's all right.
Thank you. All right, sit. Platz. Platz. Good boy. All
Oh
right.
boy. Ah. Well,
Yes,
Christina,
he's my.
you were talking about the different types of Lyme diseases, and they're usually come from different types of ticks, different types of insects, and it's of course the most common is we don't really try to. It's not a common knowledge, right? Because at least
Correct.
from where we are from, the most common sickness that you get is dengue, right? Like it's a blood-borne type. It's a blood type of disease as well that you get from
Right.
mosquitoes. What type of insects should we be avoiding when it comes to Lyme disease?
The insects that you should be avoiding would be ticks, mosquitoes,
Hmm.
mites, and that's I think 7 different types of mites. And yes, I'm sorry, it does include dust mites and bed
Oh,
bugs, all
oh,
that.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So,
But good
mhm,
news is there's different ways to handle that. I usually tell people that as long as you're using products that in the natural world, like for instance
uh-huh,
geranium oil in a dryer ball in your
right,
dryer, your bedding and things like that, that's really going to help you. If you don't mind using products that are made from different companies like permethrin. Again, you can use permethrin on a dryer ball, put it in and dry your laundry with that, or you can hang your clothes and other linens up and spray and dry. Very important part of using these things in order to do protection is that you make sure that the product is dry before it
okay,
to
right,
your skin or
hmm,
touches your skin. Using the repellents is crucial, and once you use a repellent, the story's over because these insects aren't going to bite you.
hmm, of course, of course,
So that in itself, I think if people knew how easy it was to prevent getting these diseases, they'd be like, well, that's cool.
hmm,
I don't want to spend thousands of dollars at the doctor. Let's go get some prevention. Um,
absolutely,
and that's, I think,
and
one of the things that I'm amazed
right,
that
and
the unfortunate experience of going through a disease when you could have prevented it so easily.
absolutely. It's absolutely, especially coming from something so small, something so
Mhm.
preventable, right? And like I said, prevention is always better than cure, especially curing something like Lyme disease, which is like, I mean, the experience, what that must have been like. I mean, talk to us a little bit about that. But I understand this is now what you teach at LEAF program, Lyme Education Awareness Foundation. Talk to us a bit about the journey of how, what was it like experiencing Lyme disease and how it led you to now to the LEAF program.
Each of us at the LEAF program have experienced Lyme disease, and each
Hmm.
of us have a different road that we went. My road was I was my first experience with knowing that I had it. 2009, the
Hmm.
whole right side of my body became leaden, and I
Oh,
was unable to speak properly, walk properly.
oh,
I had it was swollen,
oh no.
and I always joke with people. I walk like Igor from sorry, from a movie.
Oh my goodness.
It was so funny. But walking through it, being inside of myself, it was terrifying
Yes,
because
yes.
my communication skills were challenged. And one of my friends sat me down and said, I don't understand a word you're saying, but I know that you're suffering. So let's get you home and let's get you to a doctor. Primary doctor's office, the nurse practitioner, um, she looked at me, she goes, I think you have Lyme disease.
Hmm.
And, I had had health issues for a long time before I went into that appointment in 2009, not knowing that it was Lyme, Bartonella, and babesiosis, which are all diseases that ticks carry. And so I was pretty much bedridden, going to doctors, and miserable, miserable. I mean,
Oh,
just
wow.
the act of cloth sitting on my skin hurt.
Oh, my goodness.
It was like
My
having
goodness.
fire and prickles and excruciating pain,
I mean,
excruciating pain.
that that highlights a lot more why it could have been more preventable, right? Like no one wants to go through that experience. No
No one
one
wants
wants
to
to go.
be.
Exactly. So this is what you do now with Leaf program. A lot of people involved here experience a certain type of, like harrowing experience with Lyme disease.
Mhm.
Talk to us a little bit more about Leaf program. How is it how is it helping others people, transform their lives? And if we as individuals, how can we help?
The LEAF program, and I made sure to have some paperwork here so I
All
could
right,
go.
please.
Yeah. Um, oh, I have to, shoot, I forgot to plug in.
Oh, it's all right. You can
Uh,
read off of the document. It's fine.
okay. Our mission at the
Yes.
LEAF program is to provide learning experience that children and families who need much needed knowledge to repel ticks
Right.
and
Right.
that they carry diseases in a fun and memorable way.
Oh, wow.
Our goal is that children have a healthy future,
Right.
um, making safe choices. There we go. Got
Mm-hmm.
got my
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
computer plugged in. Making safe choices and being happy. We want to give the information to families and teachers so that they can
Mm-hmm.
then have a takeaway in order to teach other families and children. We have a
Yes, of
wonderful game
course.
out now called
Wow.
Tick Alert, The Quest for Safety. And what we do is when we schedule classes, the
Yes.
price that we have included includes a class, and then we leave the game with the
Mm-hmm.
camp
Mm-hmm.
counselors, the teachers, so that that education can continue and will continue for more
Mm-hmm.
children, more counselors, more teachers, and they will become more
More. More.
educated
Mm-hmm.
about what we're doing. So at the LEAF program,
Yes.
we have a goal of educating every child that we possibly can, every adult that we possibly can. We want to make sure everyone is healthy, happy, safe.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line.
Right. Wow, I love that. That's it. Healthy, happy, safe. And of course, you talked about
Mm-hmm.
the game that you had, and the website to that is ticksafetyalert.com. If I'm not mistaken, let me pull that out, make sure
Yes.
it's the correct one. The website is, ladies and gentlemen, to those who are wanting to be aware more and learn more, the website is sticksafetyalert.com. And of course, if you would like to learn more about the LEAF program, the website is theleafprogram.org. Christina is also on Facebook. She is also, of course, on X/Twitter. Christina, where else can we learn more? Where else can we connect with you so we can help a little bit more in educating
We
people
are
about Lyme
on
disease?
Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, oh my goodness, TikTok, Instagram. Yes,
Everywhere.
everywhere. And if you ever need to talk to me
Right,
personally,
fantastic.
leafofrederick at
Mm-hmm,
gmail.com. And
mm-hmm.
our main,
That's it.
the president and founder of the organization is Dr. Nancy Fox at
Mm-hmm.
gmail.com. We're here
Mm,
to give you guys
fantastic.
the healthy, happy, safe experience.
Of course. It's very important too because Lyme disease, I don't think people are as aware of it. So we need people to talk to, we need people to connect with, and we need people who's gone through it and experienced it. So for all our audience and listeners out there, if you have a family, you're feeling lost, family who has Lyme disease going through it, of course, the experience is incredibly, incredibly terrifying and horrific. And, like you're probably feeling hopeless because there's no one else to talk to. Well, the good news, ladies and gentlemen, is there's Christina and, of course, the other wonderful people over at the LEAF program. Check out their website. Go find Christina and the LEAF program everywhere else on the internet, on the socials. Christina, one last bit of wisdom that you would love to leave behind the audience, what would it be? Take us home.
Wear bug repellent. Well, I mean,
That's it.
there's a second one though.
I love it.
Build your immune
Okay.
system by eating clean. Those are the two
Mm,
things that you
that's
need to
it.
do.
That's it.
Period.
Wear bug repellent, eat healthy so you can have a healthy, happy, and safe life, which is exactly the message that Christina is sharing with us today and everyone else. Christina, thank you so much for the time today. Thank you. I have not I've had anyone talk about Lyme disease. In fact, I have learned more about Lyme disease now in our short time together than I ever had in my entire life. And I think it's so important that we have this platform so people can learn more. Thank you so much, Christina, for sharing your story
You're very
and your heart
welcome. You're
today.
very welcome. Have a great day.
To all our audience to all our audience and listeners out there, of course, go find Christina, go find the LEAF program out there, reach out, educate people on Lyme disease, and you know where to find her. You know where to find those great people. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Christina, I hope you
Yay.
enjoyed this
Thank you.
episode. Fantastic. To all our audience and listeners out there, thank you for watching the episode. We will see you on the next one. Bye bye.
All right, so here's the thing. We try to get a little bit better every day, but we can't do it without you. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe below. And if you have any comments, just leave them in the space under.